श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्ग्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. The most auspicious day today, Chitrai Hastham, that too the most brilliant title given by Swami. It is Varada Hastham. Today is Varada's Hastham, Hasta Nakshatram, and the Hastham, the hand, is Varada Hastham, the Varam Tarum Hastham. So it is a boon giving Hastham as well as the Varadan's Hasta Nakshatram. So here Lord Varadarajan is the one who grants boons to everyone. Varam Tarum Perumal. Tyagarajan is he. He has sacrificed all the acharyas, almost all the acharyas, for propagating the Sri Vaishnava community, for propagating the Sanatana Dharma. He gave us very much the gift, Acharya Ramanuja, Swami Vedanta Desika, to Lord Ranganathan, and he responded to the prayers of Swami Alavandar. When Alavandar spotted Ramanuja, the young boy, with Yadava Prakashar, Tirukachinambi showed Alavandar that lean, lanky, slim, handsome lad next to Yadava Prakashar is our Ramanuja. And of course Tirukachinambi had given lot of prelude to this conversation about Ramanuja. So Alavandar blessed him with his kataksham, Am Mudalvan Yevan, and he went and prayed to Varadaraja that please give him to Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. The Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, Darshanam, has to spread because of this blessed boy, and he became the magnificent Jagadacharyan, preceptor of Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. And of course Swami Varadarajan Perarulalan received his fan, the fanning Thiruvalavatta Kaikaryam from Tirukachinambi, and of course he blessed us with the Devaraja Ashtakam, and Kanchi Perumal gave the Kataksham, the Darshanam, Kachitanil Kankodukkum Perumal Vandar. He gave the Manasika Kan, eyes, to Kurattalvan after the horrible deed, atrocities committed by the Chola king, Kirimikanda Cholan. And Kurattalvan protected Ramanuja from the evil plans of this Cholan, and Varadaraja protected Ramanuja from the evil plans of Yadava Prakasha, and he safely brought Ramanuja, the young boy, back to Kanchipuram. He and Perundevi appeared in the horrible, terrible, wild forest of Vindhya mountain. He and his divine spouse Perundevi took as the prasadam from Ramanuja, and they partook the Salai Kinar Tirtham brought to them by ever grateful Ramanuja for their Mahopakaram. Of course, he is the one who clarified Tirukachinambi and responding to Ramanuja's queries and gave a 6-point reply, Ahameva Paratvam and all that. We know about it. Lord Varadarajan was a witness to the initiation of Ramanuja into Sannyasa Ashram. And Varadarajan is the one who was blessed with such a motherly daya, Vatsalyam, from Nadadu Rammal, Vatsya Varadachar. When the butter offered milk to Varadan, it was Vatsya Varadachar who wanted to check the warmth of the milk. He didn't want the extra hot, nor should it be cold. It should be right lukewarm for the throat of Varadan. Such a Vatsalyam he had. We always make rice in the cooker and straight away, immediately after the rice is made, we offer to Perumal, regardless of its heat, because we care two hoots about all these things. And Swami Vatsya Varadachar hence was called by Varadan an Ammavo, and that is why he was called and Nadadur Ammal. And glorious are Varadarajan's gift to our Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. And the magnificent boon giver Varadan Kshetram is Satyavratam, is called May Viratam. Satya May Vratam, Viratam, Satyavratam. All the Vratams observed in this Kshetram will yield immediately and quickly the palans. His Kshetram is known as Kanchipuram, Hastigiri or Perumal Koyal. Swami Vedanta Desika has so beautifully given great works on Varadan. Alvars, Acharyas have sung about Varadan. Swami Nammalvar's first slokam, first verse of Thiruvaimozhi, Ayarvarum Amarargal Adipati. That is Perarulalan. As per Dramidopanishad Saram of Swami Desikan, it is mentioned that Swami Nammalvar refers this to Ayarvarum Amarargal Adipati Perarulalan. Arulali Amman Thiruvaimozhi, he says, which means Perarulalan. Bhutattalvar says Attiyuran Pullai Urvan. And Nammalvar mentions Imayor Talaiva Amarargal Adipati Perarulalan. And of course Thirumangai mentions few Perarulalan references in Periya Tirumazhi, in Tirukkurundandagam, in Tirunadundandagam. Swami Nathamunigal, when he was on the Kshetradanam pilgrimage to Kanchipuram, Varadan asked Swami Nathamuni to go back to Kattumannar Koil, wait for the discovery and the downloading of Arulichayalgal. And we saw Alavandar involvement with Varadan praying for Ramanujas to our Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam. Periya Nambigal stayed very many months next to Ramanuja's house or at Ramanuja's house in Kanchipuram. Tirukkachi has sung Devaraja Ashtakam. Tirukkachi blessed us with the most wonderful Aru Vartaigal, Aru Maname Aru and the Andavan Kattalai Aru. Sri Bhashyakarar's entry into Sannyasashram at Varadan Sannidhi. And Kurattalvan, of course, got back his eyesight in Varadaraja's Perumal, composing his most brilliant Varadaraja Stavam. Swasti Hastigiri Masta Shekaraha Santanotu Mayi Santatam Harihi Nissamabhyadikamapyadattayam Deva Maupanishadhi Saraswati. What a beautiful way he starts off his Varadaraja Stavam. And he was blind, mind you. Swasti Hastigiri Masta Shekaraha. He starts with Swasti, Swasti Vachanam, auspiciousness, Sarva Mangalam. Swasti na Indro Viddasravaha, Swasti Prajabhya Paribhalayantam. So all this Swasti is for Mangalam, Asirvadam. And even in Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam, Swasti name is there. And Swami Bhattar says, Tane Swayam Mangalamurti he is. Mangalanam cha Mangalam. That is why Swasti is referred to in Vishnu Sahasranamam. And he is Samabhyadika, Nissamabhyadika. Vattar Mikkar Ilayaya Mamayan, unparalleled, peerless. He is Samadhika Daridran, Swami Desikan says, because he does not have anybody equal to him. What to talk of superior? So he is Daridran, he has got no equal. He is alone in that position. And what a beautiful way Swami Desikan mentions, Arulalar Tameninum Tamakkovare. When we read that with Anubhavam, our eyes should become moist. Arulalar Tameninum Tamakkovare means Paramapadanathan is the one who stooped down with Saushiliam as Varadan. But Paramapadanathan cannot be equal to Varadan. Varadan is beyond, much better than Paramapadanathan. And that is why Arulalar Tameninum, Tamakko Vare, means Tamakka means Paramathanathanukku Ovare. Swami Desikan Anubhavam in Hastigiri Mahatmyam. And he says, Samai Santatam Harihi. Hari means Pranatarti Haran. He is the one who removes all our grievances, all our sorrows. And Vegavat Yuttare Dhire Punyakotyam Hariswayam Varada Sarva Bhutanam Adhyapi Paridrishyate. And Punyakoti Vimanam. He is Astigiri, Anai Malai, and Karigiri. And he says, Malai Guniya Nindra Malai. Malai is the Yanai. Guniya Nindra Malai. Here is the one, Varadarajan is the one who rushed and saved Gajendran, says our Swami Vedanta Desika. Abhaya Hastham. He has this Abhaya Hastham, which is also Varada Hastham. Here, Appaya Dikshitar as composes another Varadarajastamam, in which he says, even though it is Varada Hastam, it should be Abhaya Hastam, because his name itself is Varadan. Why the Hastam should be Varadam? So, it should be Abhaya Hastam. And hence, with his Hastam, he grants boons. With his Hastam, he grants Abhayam. Abhayam Sarva Bhutebhyo Dadam Yetat Pratam Mama. Varadaraja Panchasat, Swami Desikan enlists each avataram and he skips Krishna avataram in Varadaraja Panchasat. He does not refer about Krishna avataram in Varadaraja Panchasat. Why? Because there is no difference between Varadan and Krishna. That is why in Varadan, in one of the Utsavam, he comes with the Pulangulan. That Venugopala Alankaram is such a divine feast to the eyes. And Swami Desikan starts off Dviradashikari Shimna Satmavan Padmayonehe Duraga Savana Vedyam Shyamalo Havyavahaha Kalasa Jaladi Kanya Vallari Kalpashaki Kalayat Kushalamna Kopi Karunya Rashihi. He starts off his Varadaraja Panchasat. He says, may the great storehouse of Daya, Karunya, Lord Varada of Kanchipuram, may he bless us all the auspiciousness, all the well-being, all the opportunity to reach the ultimate abode, his permanent abode. May he bless us. He who is residing on the top of the Hastigiri as his permanent home, he arose from the Ashwamedha Yagam, like made by his son Chaturmukha Brahma. Chaturmukeshwara Mukaihi Putra Pautra Dishaline Dabas Sita Sametaya Ramaya Grigamedine. Putran is Chaturmukhan, Pautran is Rudran. So the whole family is Rama Parivar. And Brahma performed this Ashwamedha Yagam and he arose from the Yagam fire. And Kanchi means Ka Anchita. It is here that Brahma worshipped the Supreme Lord, and hence the name is Kanchi. He received the Havis, the oblation, as Agni normally does in Yajna. He received straight away, not the Devas. Perumal received the Havis. He is cool, unlike the fire. Fire is generally reddish, but when he appeared, he was like a blue-hued flame. Bluish dark in form, says Swami Desika. He is verily the Kalpaka Vriksham. Kalpaka Vriksham is the one that grants anything and everything that one desires for underneath of Kalpaka Vriksham. But Kalpaka Vriksham would not grant itself, whereas our Varadan would grant himself. Umadadigal Adegindren Yendru Urukal Uraitavale Amayum in Yenbavar Pol Anjalana Karam Vaite Tamadana Tum Avardamak Valangi Tam Miha Velangum Valangiyum Tam Miha Velangum. Even after giving everything, including himself, to the person who has performed Sharanagati, saying Umadadigal Adegindren, he shines even with more splendor because he has already got one more under his shadow. And the Kalpaka tree is so rough, tough, you cannot hug the Kalpaka tree. Whereas our Perumal is such a Bhogyam, Subhashraya Tirumeni, such a sweet Tirumeni. So he is much better than the Kalpaka Vriksha. The divine couple is our object of worship. From this couple we can get whatever that we seek, of course at his pace, not our pace, at his timing. May he, that Varadarajan, the presiding deity of the Hastagiri, confer us, bless us with all auspiciousness. It is Parama Bhagyam for us to enjoy all these wonderful verses as well as the Meiviradamanniyam, Attigiri Mahatmyam, and it is our Bhagyam to be part of this Satsangam in front of this Attigiri Varadan. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namah. Dhanyosmi Adiyan.